Hi everyone, this is Casper, the boy diviner here. This is actually take 2. I don't know what happened to my camera, I hope it's fine. But today I'm gonna do the seven philosophical questions tagged by Benebell Wen. Okay, everyone knows Benebell Wen. She is a great contributor to the tarot community. She has a lot of thoughts and she's not afraid to say what she feels, no matter how controversial that is. And I really admire her. I've been her fan or her, one of her followers for many years. I think I was one of the last ones who was lucky enough to get like a astrology reading from her. All right. So today I saw this come out and I thought it would be a good time to again try to use my Spirit Keeper's Tarot. Honestly, using the Spirit Keeper's Tarot is not a problem for me. It's just that I feel a bit guilty not following the instructions. But since then, people have told me that, just throw the rules out of the window, like not something I'm comfortable with at all. I mean, that's my Virgo talking. I think I said that so many times, but I'm going to try today. And since Benebell Wen used her SKT for the questions, I'm going to use my SKT in the way that she has done also. So for the SKT, there are 3 significators and 3 Fool cards. This is always the significator, and I'll be using again the Seeker. So far, I've not used the Initiate or the Keeper because I've not reached that level of use. But here is the Seeker, and I'm going to just put it in my tarot and shuffle it really well and ask questions. Okay. So the first question is the Trolley Dilemma. Hopefully, the question will just magically appear on the video. I should be doing that. So I'm going to shuffle. Okay. Divert the course of nature and kill 1 to save 5, or let nature take its course and let the 5 die. Okay, let's see what. Okay, so this deck will recognize my true inner intentions, things that I might not be able to know deeply, and express them through the cards. Things that the inner truths that is not easily seen. So please tell me how I will react to the trolley dilemma. Quick riffle shuffle. Okay, let's look for the... Oh! It's right on top. Okay. I don't know how that happened, but in any case, the captor appears, the 8 of Swords. So I think at this point in time, I wouldn't change the course of nature to save that. Just to kill 1 to save 5. I think at that point in time, I probably would be too. I feel like this is not even a conscious choice. This person has this blindfold and they feel like they are locked up even though maybe they can move forwards, but I think it kind of says that I don't have that kind of speed or a fast way of thinking to actually make an action, so I would end up letting the 5 die just because I'm too slow. I don't know if this is a some kind of reflection for myself to really try to learn how to be more decisive, to learn how to act faster. But this is the answer I got with the Seeker card here, telling me that, I wouldn't be able to act when the moment comes, if the moment comes ever. Okay, so that's the first question. The second question: what difficult truth about the human condition are you ignoring? Let's shuffle and see where the Seeker card goes to. What difficult truth about the human condition are you ignoring? I'm ignoring a lot, to be honest, but the SKT, tell me. Tell me what I'm ignoring about the human condition, difficult truth. Okay, let's look for the card, the Seeker card, okay? Okay, I found the Seeker card. It came up reversed, but it doesn't matter. And I got the Ace of Swords reversed. Okay? The Sacred Cinnabar. I think this is telling me, I feel like the Ace of Swords is always about higher thinking, about thinking for the best of humanity. That we are always aiming for a higher consciousness, and we are always trying to do better and for each other, and that's how we all should aim for things like that. But it coming up reverse is trying to let me know that not everyone's like that. Not even myself is like that all the time. It's always a struggle, and that I'm ignoring this. Recently I read a book called The Courage to Be Disliked. Honestly, when I finished reading the book, I kind of like the hard truths that it tries to tell. But after that, I reflected and also thought it might be a little unfair to a lot of people. And I feel like that difficult truth is really because the book says, the book tries to tell you whatever people do to you is none of your business. You should just take it in stride, let them be, because that's how they act, and you should, think about how you can be a better person. But I feel like the difficult truth of that is that this is impossible, because what people do does affect you directly, and it is something you should act on if you're being taken advantage of. That's why I feel like you can't really take that book too seriously. The difficult truth that I keep ignoring is that sometimes even at work, one of our key phrases is assume good intent. The difficult truth is everyone's selfish, and it's always hard to assume good intent, and you tend to forget. And then once you start to forget, that's when you also act out of your own intention for your own agendas, and that's always so tough. So I think that's the difficult truth that of the human condition that I always try to ignore, and always end up either being too selfish or not selfish enough, and that's such a tough balance to really juggle. Okay, I don't know if that answers the question, but I'm gonna move on because I feel like it's pretty tough questions. These are all tough questions because they're based on philosophy, which I used to want to study, but I didn't end up doing it because I'm Singaporean. Where does a degree in philosophy bring me? Okay, what does it mean to live a good life? Okay, SKT, tell me. Memory. That's the name of my deck. Memory. What does it mean? Let me know what I feel deep within. What does it mean to live a good life? What does it mean to live a good life? What does it mean to live a good life? Okay, I'm gonna look for the Seeker's card. While I'm looking at this really intently, sometimes I'm just super afraid that I'll just miss it. Okay, that's some pile. Okay, yeah, it's here. And it's the Three of Scepters. Alright? The Three of Scepters, the politic. Alright, I immediately have a thought about how it's about looking forwards and really, remembering what you have done and looking forward to what it is going to bring. I think that is what it means to live a good life deep down within. But I'm going to look at the little white book here, okay? I'm just going to read it out because I feel like, somehow I just feel like for this question, we probably need something deeper than that. Not that we need it, but okay. The politic is an omen validating glory achieved through diplomacy, tact, pragmatism, and prudence. You see, I feel like that's kind of what a good life is, right? When you are having glory achieved through diplomacy, tact, pragmatism, and prudence. This is a spirit of ingenuity and wielding your personal brilliance, social intelligence, and psychic dexterity to successfully navigate complicated social or political situations. All right, so I feel like this is it, and this is what I always hope to do. I tend to have a bit of social anxiety here and there. On the other spectrum, sometimes I just don't care what people think, and I just say what I want to say. It happens a lot at work. I offend people, and I feel like to live a good life, you need to learn how to be your authentic self and not offend. Or if you do offend, take time to listen and understand people's hurt. Yeah, people disagree. I might disagree, but I feel like that's maybe what I need to try to do more to try to live a good life. I need to have that kind of diplomacy, tact, pragmatism, and prudence that can let me have that kind of personal success. So I guess the little white book came in handy, you see. This is a great deck. I love it. Okay, I have no idea where I put the keeper in the deck now, the seeker, but I'm just gonna shuffle and read the next question. Okay, where does your self-worth come from? That's a tough question. It comes from the many years of academia that I've gone through in Singapore. Like legit, I feel like scoring well in exams really helps bolster that self-confidence, because you feel like, oh, but that's not me, that's just me, my brain talking. And now that, okay, stop rambling, just ask the question and concentrate. Okay, where does your self-worth come from? Memory, please. Dig deep in me. Tell me the truth that I don't know about my self-worth, and where does it come from? Where does my self-worth come from? Where does my self-worth come from? Okay, I'm gonna look for the Seeker's card again. Okay. Okay, I found the Seeker card here. And it is Justice reversed, the Chancellor. So where does my self-worth come from? So when I see the Justice card, this is not the first time I got Justice when I'm filming a video. I think this is the second time. I always feel like it's about legal matters, right? And it being reversed is kind of feeling that law against your side. It's not on your side. You don't have the law on your side. And I do feel like being who I am in Singapore, there are a lot of legal stuff against the type of person I am, and that is a problem. And I don't know if what I'm saying here is that is that where my self-worth is coming from? Is fighting against whatever constructs there are in this world and just being authentically myself. Is that where my self-worth comes from? I have not tried to hide myself too much. In my daily life, I've just always been who I am, and I have not shied away from telling the truth. I know I'm talking in circles here because I don't want to just talk directly about it, but maybe I'm not ready to talk about it directly, and that's why the card came out reversed. I feel like coming from a core of trying to be the best version of yourself, and that's where my self-worth comes from. Okay, let's see if the little white book helps a bit. Okay, this is a major arcana. I think my first one. Key 11. The spirit represents rectification measures that counter karmic consequences. Yeah. The scales of your life are about to get tipped so that balance can be maintained. So I think it's also about I think now that I'm thinking about reading this, I feel like the Chancellor, the Angel of Justice, is also about self-awareness. Like who are you? Are you aware? Do you know what you're doing? Are you in balance? Are you not in balance? I feel like that's all very important. Like I mentioned in the previous question, what does it mean to live a good life? Offending people and being authentic it's not like you don't have to offend people by being authentic. There's a balance in everything, and I think that's also where my self-worth comes from. When I'm self-aware and I know myself and I know what I'm fighting against, I know I think once you know yourself and you can laugh at yourself, you can laugh at who you are and make fun and make light of your situation, no matter how tough it is. I feel like that's where my self-worth comes from, because you can't be defeated, right? No one can laugh at you more if you laugh at yourself most. Of course, if people piss you off, just tell them to shut up, you know? Okay, next question. What had existed before our universe was created? So what do I think? Okay, memory, let me know what I think deep down, what existed before this universe was created. Okay, let me know deep down. Okay, a quick riffle shuffle, and then I think we will get the answer. I don't know if you saw that, but I'm the worst riffle shuffler. Okay, so what had existed before our universe was created? Okay, let's see what it says. Okay, I'm quite eclectic, so I don't really prescribe to a certain religion or story of origin. So let's see what happens and what comes up. This deck is beautiful. Okay. Okay, the Seeker is here, and behind is the Two of Swords, the Blind Seer. This card has come up for me so many times, not in this deck, just in all the decks. It has come up so many times in the past few weeks. It's all over my Instagram, so I don't know what it really means. Okay, what had existed before our universe was created? And then I get the Blind Seer, Two of Swords. What could that mean? You know, Two of Swords, yin and yang, and swords is air. So maybe it's just space, you know? Maybe light and darkness, just space and not space. Yeah. I don't know what, I think even this question itself is really tough to answer, and interpreting it through a tarot card, maybe that's the best way. I think in the core of my being, I understand that there was duality, the there and not there, and the here and not here. And I didn't know how to express that more than the Two of Swords. I'm gonna look through the little white book, okay? I just wanted to do that for the first one, but now I'm addicted because the writing here is so good. You know, I've only been reading the Book of Maps, so I feel like most of my picks were all in the top 3 minors or a major arcana. I can't remember, but it's cool to see how things turn out. Okay, so I got a Two of Swords. The Blind Seer helps us navigate the stalemate between ego and the self. Alright? You have yet to attain the realization you need to make an intelligent, reasoned decision. So basically the ego and the self, two things that started the world. Okay? Are you ethically obliged to improve yourself? Let's see the answer, okay? I know what my front brain answer, my conscious answer is, but I don't know what the subconscious answer is. Okay, let's see. Are we ethically obliged to improve ourselves? Am I ethically obliged to improve myself? Okay. Okay, I found the Seeker card. It's near the end. The Seeker and the Two of Orbs. I feel like the SKT is talking to me. I feel like everything was all within 1 and 3, or it was the major arcana. So it's like, you know, spirit, because 1, 2, and 3 is at the top of the Tree of Life, or the major arcana when it's a path between the Sephira. Alright, the Two of, again, another duality, Two of Orbs. So am I ethically obliged to improve myself? This is a juggle, right? The Two of Pentacles. It is a juggle. You have to do it, no matter how many excuses you give yourself that you don't need to. The two of this tells you juggle, because you can juggle it well, you know. You need to do it. You need to carry that burden of improving yourself at all times. It comes with being self-aware. It comes with being trying to understand other people's point of view. You know, yeah. I don't see any other answer based on this. This is the infinity, you know. Just keep working on it until you can. You are ethically obligated. Okay? So that's also my front thought and my back thought, clearly. If anyone has any different interpretations, let me know. I'm curious to know, but I guess, you know, when we talk about other interpretations, sometimes the cards just talk to the reader. Okay? And the last question, which is really tough, I think, what is divinity? Okay, let's see. Memory, let me know what I deeply, truly inside think divinity is. What is divinity? What is divinity? What is divinity? Okay, I'm gonna look for the keeper. Sorry, the seeker card. I keep saying keeper because I'm looking forward to use that card instead to speak of the spirit, but I do feel like this deck is very easy to use for higher purposes. Okay, the seeker card is here, and what is divinity? What else do I have to say, you know? The Archangel of Mysteries. The King of Pentacles, but the Archangel of Mysteries is an angel. The angel who eliminates the shadow. This angel is the one that sits in the gateway between what is known and what is unknown. So I feel like I myself know that there's a boundary that, you know, you might not wanna like super cross. Like you don't have to make assumptions about this. Yeah, I'm just. What is this deck? Why is it telling me all these answers? I feel like everything kind of makes sense, and it's not scaring me. I feel so happy because not having done the coloring thing, not having built the oil, because, you know, frankincense is really super expensive. Someone on Instagram was really nice to recommend me Silver Eye Tarot. She's great. She or he, I'm not sure what gender they are, but this is magical. I feel connected to the deck. I do, even if I haven't done what I'm supposed to. So maybe a spirit interference, but my camera just died again. I really hope everything was recorded. But I'm gonna quickly read to you what the Archangel of Mysteries is. The King of Orbs is the Archangel of Mysteries. Another one of her many names is the Archangel of Revelations. She is a beneficent guide connected to the underworld, one authorized to act as an intermediary and mediator between the angelic realm, still subservient to the divine, and the realm of the fallen angels. Also, she's about the hungry ghost, and this month is the hungry ghost month. So it's really interesting that this one came up when I asked what is divinity. You know, I think it's recognizing that there's high vibrations and there's also low vibrations, and they're all divinity. We are divinity, you know, even though we're in between. All right. Okay, this was a really long video. I'm gonna try to cut out all the parts where I'm trying to look for the cards. Okay, and I hope some more people try this tag out because it's really interesting. If you have the SKT, I really recommend trying it out with this deck, like Benebell Wen did. Okay, you guys have a great rest of the day. You take care. Bye.